Hello, my name is Mac Paul Hamus, VP of Operations at Atwood Oceanics. I'd like to welcome you aboard one of Atwood's drilling rigs today and share some key points concerning your safety while on board. Atwood's guiding principles stress that our most important responsibilities are to maintain the safety and health of the people who work on our rigs and at our onshore locations, and preserve the environments where we work. An important element in improving our safety culture and performance is the consistent and rigorous use of Atwood's safety tools. One of these is our behavior-based safety program called Focus Plus, which allows all personnel on board to make safety observations and participate in Focus Plus audits. It also reinforces the importance for all personnel to use their stop work obligation to shut down a job for further review if conditions change or if something does not appear safe. There is nothing more important than to plan each job carefully and ensure that all members of the team understand the plan, the hazards, and the controls required throughout the job to eliminate or mitigate the risks. I expect all personnel to carry our planning prompt card and use it to help your team effectively plan each job. Finally, I ask each of you to give us feedback if you see ways we can improve the safety of our operations. Again, welcome aboard.
Welcome to this Atwood Oceanics rig. We ask for your complete support and commitment to our basic safety rules so we can achieve our goal of an incident-free workplace. Before departing this briefing, sign the personnel logbook and verify your lifeboat station and room assignment. You are also required to sign out on the day you depart from the rig. The possession or use of alcoholic beverages, illicit drugs, firearms, or weapons is not tolerated. Smoking is strictly prohibited except in designated smoking areas. The medic or STC, Safety Training Coordinator, will point out these areas during a rig tour. We keep the living quarters and office areas clean. Therefore, no dirty work boots or dirty clothes are allowed to be worn inside the accommodation. All personnel shall wear company-approved hearing protection, rated safety glasses with side shields, hard hat, steel-toe safety boots, gloves, and proper work clothes with long sleeves and long pants when outside the living quarters. Fit-for-purpose gloves must be worn at all times when outside the living quarters and when working inside. Impact-resistant gloves must be worn when your hands or fingers are exposed to caught between hazards or where they may be struck by or against hard surfaces. Appropriate hearing protection must be worn at all times while outside the accommodation, and double protection is to be worn in all designated high noise areas. Special precautions must be in place to prevent personnel falling overboard while working over the side or during personnel transfers. In addition, personnel working or being transferred over water must wear a securely fastened life jacket or work vest. Due to the risks involved, alternative means must be considered to complete tasks without the need to work at height. If there are no reasonable alternatives, then fall protection equipment must be worn and properly tied off when working more than 6 feet or 1.8 meters above a stable platform or deck. Preventing dropped objects is critical to safe operations. Before operating equipment such as the top drive or deck cranes, we require the operator to complete an anti-collision checklist to ensure potential collisions are identified and avoided. We also use work at height logbooks to track tools and equipment taken aloft. Only approved tethered tools are to be used when working at height on the rig. No work is to take place beneath an area where persons are working at height. Ensure such areas are barricaded off. Familiarize yourself with the rig station bill to ensure you understand your responsibilities and the actions you must take during emergency situations. The types of alarm and their meaning are also defined on the station bill. The alarm sounds will be played for you and described by the medic or STC on completion of this video. This rig conducts regular emergency drills. Please treat all drills seriously. Confirm with the medic or STC the mustering requirements and use of T-cards, and ensure you wear the appropriate protective clothing during drills. There are telephones in many locations throughout the rig. The medic or STC will confirm emergency numbers and correct use of PA system on completion of this program. Everyone is expected to effectively plan and execute tasks safely. The FOCUS acronym is used by Atwood to help personnel identify physical hazards in the workplace. To help us achieve this, we have a number of tools. The Planning Prompt card is to be referenced when planning all tasks. Toolbox meetings using JSAs are required for all high-risk operations. Focus Plus is our behavior-based safety program. We encourage everyone to contribute by using Focus Plus observations to make the rig a safer place to work. Atwood senior supervisors are required to lead daily Focus Plus audits on the rig, and you may be asked to participate. Atwood also requires personnel to stop and reassess when tasks change, or if you are unsure about anything to do with the task. We call this Stop Work Obligation, SWO, and expect everyone to exercise this obligation when in doubt. If you are new to this rig, you are required to wear a green hard hat to help identify to other crew members and supervisors that you are new and may not fully understand any risks involved in ongoing operations. Some high-risk operations, such as hot work, confined space entry, pressure testing, and man riding, require written authorization in the form of a permit to work before the task can commence. If you are likely to conduct tasks requiring a permit, you must first complete permit to work training with the STC. Perform all work in a manner that is protective of the environment by preventing pollution, reducing waste, following all environmental procedures, and reporting all spills immediately. Segregate waste into the appropriate waste bins. Never throw anything overboard. Before working with any chemicals, you must review the MSDS sheet to familiarize yourself with the hazards and specific PPE requirements for the task. You are expected to attend daily meetings and participate in pre-task planning meetings. Everyone is required to attend at least one weekly safety meeting. All injuries, illnesses, near misses, spills, and other incidents, regardless of how minor, must be reported immediately to your supervisor. You are required to notify the medic of all medications you are taking and of any recent injuries you sustained or illnesses you had while away from the rig. The OIM will now brief you on any incidents and current rig operations. The medic or STC will then review some of Atwood Oceanic's basic safety rules and expectations, including use of the trailing hand technique when descending stairs. You will then be given your room assignment and, for those who have not been on this rig in the last 6 months, taken on a short tour to familiarize you with the accommodation and your emergency muster point. Participate in our safety programs and help keep this Atwood rig a safe place to work. If you are in doubt about anything, please ask and take the time necessary to do the job right and safely the first time. Thank you for helping us safeguard your well-being and that of your colleagues. It makes all the difference.